Man, I knew I wasn't imagining stuff. People watch the ID channel and all these gangster movies, espionage and the lot, and they'll act like people don't conspire against you. Now this time I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about my mom, who was telling me about how she was actively being conspired against in what I would describe as a conspiracy of biblical proportions. But the thing that had her angry was that she was trying to prove it to a non-believer and they just couldn't understand how it was a setup. So to make a long story short, and possibly long, a person, we'll call them a Pharisee, had recently read the law to the group. This Pharisee, who had previously accused my mom of wrongdoing, then asked my mom privately to break one of the laws for her. To make matters more biblically epic, this issue literally involved the selling of goods in a place where soliciting is not allowed. Anyway, so my mom did what I did Sunday, which is a whole nother story. She immediately called the Pharisee out for their actions, in this case trying to set her up. Her friend continued to chastise her for calling the situation out and said she was being petty. Now here is my problem. Here comes that dirty enemy, as he always does, to try to convince you that you're delusional and you're making it all up. Because he is the original gaslighter, he is the original narcissist. You understand that Satan got into Narcissus and caused him to love himself so much that he fell in after his own reflection. That's not a thing of God. God doesn't cause you to kill yourself. God doesn't cause you to love yourself so much until it kills you. Do you understand? God doesn't try to make you think that you're delusional. These are the signs of what they say now are a narcissist or a gaslighter. But I'm going to let you know how Satan has infiltrated our world, and we call things certain things when they are truly just influences of the devil. Here are the characteristics of a gaslighter. And you can just type these characteristics of a gaslighter into your search engine and see the answer. Rarely admits to flaws. Remember, he was perfect and couldn't understand why he shouldn't be God. They use and exploit others. There's even a song called "The Devil Made Him Do It." How many times has he used you or someone else to do his dirty will? Breaks the rules and boundaries. Literally got a third of all the angels to go against God, constantly using semantics to trick us, invading our minds with negativity, emotional invalidation, and coercion. Well, if you were really king, as it's written, you could cast yourself from this cliff and the angels would catch you. Do you really believe God loves you? If he did, why would he have done that to you? False image projection. You can't get ahead in life. I'm the Lord of this world. After all, I search it to and fro, seeking whom I may devour. You ain't heard of me, I'm like a roaring lion. Frequent lies and exaggeration. We all know the devil is a liar. How many times have I said it to you? He's the father of all lies. The next one is blatant lies, which goes again, the devil is a liar. Denial. The literal second thing that we did after our interaction with him. First, we hid our genitalia, which is another topic we definitely are going to discuss. But then when God asked us what we had done, the man blamed the woman. Not my fault, it's hers. Not my fault, it's the snake, she said. And have you ever thought how sad it was for that poor snake? Because it wasn't even his fault. Satan used that snake to speak just like God used the donkey to speak. Persistent blaming, all of those things that accompany denial, plus other nasty things like, it's your fault he committed suicide. You didn't call. Look what you made me do. See, these are things that we need to expose. Expose the enemy for who he is. And these aren't the only ways that he shows up in our lives, but we just call it something else. Expose him, y'all. We're about to come up on the weekend. People are about to start to ask you to do some crazy things that you really didn't necessarily think that you wanted to do or even should have done. But if you let the devil know, I see you. I see you. You think you see me, but I see you. You'll never trap me as long as God has his hands on me. It's only what you've done for the Lord that will last. If you see that your brother or your sister is going down the line following the examples of the original narcissist, of the original gaslighter, help them out, y'all. Help them out. Call it out. You're not being petty. You're not being delusional. It really is happening, and it really needs to stop. To God be all the glory, y'all. You got this.